Hear me? Okay. What up? What up? What up? What up, everybody? It's your man C Minor coming at you. I had the day off today, and finally was kind of a little motivated. So I said I'm gonna go through some of the beats I have that I'm trying to do some things with, and then I found some old beats from I say 2008 to 2015 that I thought I lost. So I've been going through just listening to them, and I figured I'd take y'all along for the ride with me today. So if you just happen to tune in, if you hear something you like, hit me up, give a thumbs up, a heart, or something. So right now, I'll probably play a couple of the newer songs that I'm working on to come out. But right now, I'm going through the beats, and I'm also testing this new PC equipment I got to make sure, you know what I'm saying, if I do move, adjust or anything, the camera stays where it needs to stay. It's cool, you know what I'm saying? I got it for the low at the job. I seen it at the job, and I got it on my discount, so I went ahead and grabbed it. And it does the job the way I need to. It's a 360 gimbal on a stand. And since I got it, I've been learning about it, using it, making sure everything's cool. And I'm satisfied with it so far. I'll probably later on upgrade to a better quality one. But this one does the job for me right now. Because like I said, I got it for the low at the job and it was discounted. So I didn't pay full price for it. I appreciate you, K&G. I appreciate that. They got a lot of good stuff up there, so I'm gonna throw this little commercial in for K&G Men's Fashion real quick. If you're in need of a suit accessories, shoes, we also have children's apparel. We have women's apparel. Come in and check us out. We have 5410 East 82nd Street in Castleton Corner. So if you know where Castleton Corner is, and you know where Dollar Tree, Five Below, uh, Value City, which is going out of business. Go check them out. We're behind White Castle. So if you come into the plaza that's behind White Castle, we're in that plaza right there. It's called K&G's Man Fashion. Come up there and get yourself fitted for your next event. That way you can be sharp when you walk through and start turning heads. But like I said, it's not just men's stuff. It We have children's apparel, we have kids apparel, and now we're getting more faith-based apparel into the store. You know what I'm saying? To motivate a more Christ-centered environment when you come through and you shop. We got a good staff up there. We're doing real good as far as business-wise. So I just want to tell everybody that comes in, even my frequent customers that come in almost every day or every other day to shop with me. I appreciate y'all. It means a lot that y'all come in, you remember me, you communicate with me, interact with me, and you are satisfied when you leave from your shopping experience. So I appreciate you for the love that you present to me when you come in looking for me specifically. I want to thank you for that. It doesn't go unnoticed. I really do appreciate it. But getting that infomercial out the way, let me introduce myself a little bit. I did once already on a video on here, giving a little bit of brief testimony of my last 7 years and the things I went through. Like I said, I my organ shut down from the pancreatitis, which at the time cost me my job, but I ended up getting my job back just at a different store. And it was as a result to getting that job back based on the performance, I got offered my own store. So I ended up with my own store. And Christmas Day, I got robbed at gunpoint. The day after, I got assaulted by a customer. I believe the customer was on drugs. And I ended up, after fighting the man off, I ended up with herniated disc in my back. So for 5 years, I had to learn how to stand up right again. I had to learn how to walk properly again, picking up my feet and not shuffling. So it's been a real struggle, not to mention still dealing with pancreatitis and having to watch what I eat, watch what I put in my body, or I end up back in the hospital for a week or two on a fentanyl drip because of the pain from that. So I'm not trying to experience that again. So I'm very cautious of what I eat. And then February of 2025, well, at the job, I had a mild heart attack and they had to go in and put stents in. So the last 7 years have been very rough for me. I'm constantly tired, constantly in pain, but God has been good to me because the last time I went to the doctor, he made the statement. He said, whatever you doing, keep doing it. And I just looked at him. I was like, what you mean? He said, whatever you doing, your disc is starting to heal itself. And all I could do was look up and point up and say, it's God, man. He told me he going to heal me, but it's going to be a progressive healing based on my obedience to his will and what he charged me to do. And as I walk in alignment and walk in obedience, I notice the pain isn't intense. I'm able to do a little more than what I was able to do these last few years. So I know the healing is taking place, but it's according to my obedience and my alignment to the will of God for my life. And I almost gave up on the music after all the years of being self-taught, learning how to do this, create this, make this sound original to where I don't really sound like nobody else. I was at a point because of the depression I went into because of the injuries. I was done. I didn't want to do no music no more. Then God got to speaking to me and was like, but I gave you a gift to reach the world on my behalf. How are you just gonna tell me you don't want to do it no more? Then my kids noticed the depression I was in and the darkness that I was fighting. And they came up to me and was like, Pops, people don't even know what you do. They don't even know the capability you have to do this from nothing. Why don't you get out there and introduce yourself to the world and show them what you can do and how you represent Christ? And that's been my mission ever since everything happened. And now that he's slowly but surely piecing everything back together for me that I lost, that was stolen, that got broken, he's giving it all back to me little by little. And as he gives it back to me, I'm so overjoyed because people think you need a big space and $1 million equipment to make a good sound. But in the hands of the Father, nah, bro. All I need is what he put in front of me. Yeah, I'm gonna invest little by little as the money grows. But at the same time, thank you for the roses. I appreciate that. At the same time, I know he got me. He's kept me this far. You know what I'm saying? And I know he gonna keep on keeping me long as I keep being obedient to him. And so, like I said, I'm gonna do some beat reviews. I'm gonna do some song reviews to bring you up to speed on some of the things I'm working for in 2026. And just so you know, in 2026, coming from Warfare Entertainment, EDAT Productions, which is the flagship production company courtesy of Warfare Entertainment, and myself, C Minor, we got a lot of things coming up in 2026. 2026, we're looking to drop the second volume of the Death of a Gangster, Birth of a King series entitled Walk by Faith. Volume 1 was called Lost Time. Volume 1, before I go to Volume 2, Volume 1 is on Spotify. I have a couple things on YouTube through it. But what I'm going to start doing from this point out, if you want access to my videos apart from TikTok or anything that I'm really going to start doing in 2026, you have to go visit my website. My website address is warfareentertainment.com. So all of my music for streaming, selling, any major videos we do, any publications, vlogs, podcasts, newsletters, everything is going to start coming through Warfare. So if you haven't had a chance to go check us out, go check out Warfare, give us a visit, stop by and say hi or something again. That's warfareentertainment.com. Warfareentertainment.com. And we got some good things coming to you. And I am looking to build Warfare with the right, like-minded, spirit-led people. I am trying to bring in artists that want to push themselves, but they feel like I'm by myself. I don't have a team. And I am leaving room for a team, but you have to be serious. I'm building this from the ground up, and it is a family label. Those that I look at as family that are no longer friends to me. So if it's something that interests you, whether it's the beats, the mixing, the mastering, being a part of the camp, hit me up and let me know. There is room for growth. And like I said, I'm doing this from the ground up because I don't want the front end money. I want the back end money. This money's going to come from residual so that our children, we can teach our children how to fly with the finances needed to do it. And we can be a blessing to the world as a whole. Because I was telling my son the other day, one of the things I want to do when the Lord does bless me with the proper finances, because I know what it feels like to be a single parent and homeless, I want to start getting some of these broke down buildings, getting them fixed up, getting them the right way, and start presenting them at low cost to parents, whether it's single parent, or both parents are there, but you find yourself in a financial situation and you're homeless, you're extremely struggling with your family. I want to start putting some things in place in the city to help that out because I know what that feels like. And it breaks my heart when I see another family go through that. Like I said, whether both parents are there or it's a single parent, it breaks my heart because I know what that grief and that agony feels like. And I don't want to see nobody else have to suffer like that. So as God blesses me, my plans is to bless the world. I'm not trying to be selfish. I'm not trying to be greedy because like I said a few years ago, I can't eat that whole pie by myself and not get fat. It's too many slices you can put in that pie and spread around so other families can eat and benefit from it. So that's the goal going forward in 2026 is to begin to build and grow Warfare and everything involved with Warfare so we can go out here and take the world by storm and in a positive way bring change for the cause of Christ and advance his kingdom at the same time. So that's one of the main purposes of Warfare and why we're doing this. And I apologize. I know y'all been waiting on me to go live or come on here and post some videos, but I haven't really been feeling too well. My back has really been on one lately. My pancreas has been acting up. My heart's been bothering me. So from all the stress from walking and this and that at work, it's been taking its toll on me. And so I haven't really done anything, but where I'm at with it now, excuse me, my thing's acting stupid. Where I'm at with it now on my off days or times that I have off when I feel up to it, I'm going to start posting more to keep you in the loop, let you know what we got coming up, let you know what's going on. And again, another way to find out all this information without me being live is to go to warfareentertainment.com, because a lot of things are going to be pressed there instead of streaming services and a lot of the social media services I was dealing with, because it'll be a lot easier for me to just upload it to my website and present it to you that way. That way you got a designated spot. You're not being bombarded with all kind of advertisements and different things like that. It's a straight connection to warfare. So you have direct access to us, which is what I'm trying to put together. And hopefully you'll follow me along on this journey and allow the Lord to bless you as you show your labor of love to what we're trying to do for his, in the advancement of his kingdom. Excuse me. Talking a little too fast. I need to slow down. But let's get to business. I know I said I was on here for something and I'm just rambling, but I wanted to give you an idea of who I am, what I bring to the table, and what I'm trying to do from 2026 and beyond. So if you're with me, stick with me. I do appreciate you. I love you for following me on this journey. Just know Christ loves you more. And there's a benefit at the end of it if you really start to listen to what he is speaking through warfare. I guarantee you, you'll be blessed in abundance. You, not just you, but you, your children, and your children's children. Because I'm not here to pump no falsification. I'm here to just speak truth and speak facts about God and his kingdom and what it is he's desiring and what it is that he's doing in these last days. And we don't have to be cast away. We don't have to be lost. We can be in the mix of it with him, because my prayer to the Lord is whatever you're doing, don't do it without me. Let me be involved in it, because there's a benefit in it. I have the best peace I've ever had all my life in this journey with the Lord. And I hate the fact that all them years I ran from him. And it wasn't the fact that I didn't love him, I didn't trust him, he didn't love me. I knew the weight that came with the call on my life, and I ran from it. But at the same time, he still used me. He still allowed me to reach people in my state of unrighteousness, if I can say it like that. So if he had an impact like that while I was in the world and still in sin, what's he going to do now that I completely surrender my life to his will and his call? He said in his word, greater work shall we do. And I'm looking for those greater works, and you should be too. Amen. But all right, let's get to the point. This first song I'm going to pull up is called Motivation. And I made this beat in 2011, 2012, when we were still in Richmond before we moved back home. So I'm going to start off with my old beats, and I'm going to go to my newer ones that I've recently been doing, and then I have some songs. So I appreciate you sticking around. Here we go. If you hear something you like, please let me know. And if something's too loud, please let me know, because the only way I can hear is through my headphones. And if something's too loud, please let me know, because the only way I can hear is through my headphones. So video, I don't have another way to listen to it without interference and it bleeding through the signal. So I don't want to do that right now. But I am going to play this and let you hear this song, Motivation. If you like it, let me know. Hit me up. I appreciate the hearts. I appreciate the love. Y'all bear with me. I'm still kind of new at this as far as seeing everything that's going on. So as I learn the ropes on this TikTok live stream, y'all bear with me, work with me. It ain't always going to be choppy like this. I got y'all. Just bear with me. It's like a West Coast Tupac type vibe. I don't know what that noise is. But yeah, I had to take a hiatus for a couple years to heal up. God put me in a spiritual cocoon. And while he was healing me, he also rebuilt me and restored me. So, you know what I mean? It's up from here. So all I can say is up from here. So stick with me. Follow with me through this journey, because God is about to do some awesome things in 2026, and we get to be a part of it. don't know what's wrong with my thing, but alright, hopefully that did it. I'm right here. Why are you moving? Yeah, this thing on one, so I'm about to turn it off and just keep it straight. I'll work with it later. I ain't really doing a lot of movement right now anyway. Nope. I need you to stay right there. That'll work. Again, sorry for the technical difficulties. That's what happens when you test out new equipment, trying to make sure it works. But I didn't want to wait no longer because I've been procrastinating and putting off going live for the last 2 days. And I said, I'm just going to do it. They don't like it. They don't like it. Hopefully I can drop some nuggets for y'all that'll help y'all get past the situations that you're facing and find the encouragement and peace in God that you need to go forward strong, you know what I'm saying? Okay, that song again was Motivation. Nothing fancy. Just a chill little vibe. Let me know if my mic is too loud. How am I playing? Yeah, I have been sleeping on myself. I ain't gonna lie. I have. I've been sleeping on myself big time. Knowing what he put in me. And it's not the fact of sleeping on myself with intimidation or being scared. It's just I had so much going on as far as health-wise. That's what I was scared of. Getting out here and falling on my face. But he reminded me in his word, he said, I'm able to keep you from falling and present you faultless if you trust me. So I had to make a decision in my mind. Do I trust him enough to go forward and do what he charged me to do? Or do I sit there and continue to make excuses of why I can't because of what I'm going through? See, this situation is to prove him strong, not myself. I don't have the strength. It's a press for me every day to roll out my bed just to show up. But because of him, I do it. Because of my family, my kids, my grandkids, those that got love for me and I got love for, I do it every day. In pain and not in pain, I roll out of my bed every day and show up because I have to. I have purpose and I got to get that fulfilled and get that done because the message that he's giving me and what he's put in me is going to bless a whole lot of people. But I first had to get past myself and say, okay, I'll go forth and do what the Lord told me. And here I am. This song right here is called Get Real, or this beat right here is called Get Real. This is another one from that 2008 to 2015 era when we were in transition. We were in Richmond, but we were moving back home, so we were transitioning. So this is another vibe I got from back then. I appreciate all the love. I really do. Thank you for the hearts. They do mean a lot. Not that that's what I'm expecting, but they do mean a lot that you show love. You know what I'm saying? It's extra motivation for me. I appreciate it. Which song, big bro? We played a lot of songs at the spot. Christ Intoxicated, Leap of Faith, I'm So Gone, Hide Me. So I'm not really for sure which one I know which ones you like, but I want to know which one you want to hear, big bro. Yeah, I'm starting it back up again, man. Everybody thought I fell off, but I didn't. I just had to go into my cocoon and let God hit me, man. And my body was so broken. And people get mad at me for saying that, but they don't understand. It wasn't a bad breaking. You know how the Bible says that he that falls upon this rock shall be broken, but he whom this rock falls upon shall be destroyed. And I'm paraphrasing. That's how I was broken. I fell on him. And through that breaking process, he put me back together. And he put me back together better than I was before I got broken. And so I'm on a mission now. And the only one that can stop this mission is me. Okay, you want to hear Hide Me. Hold on. I got to find it. I got to find where it's at. But I'll play that for you. I got you, bro. With the different ways I make beats are very versatile. None of them really sound the same. And reason being is because every beat was created and birthed through struggle, pain, whatever I was going through at the time. That's what the beat formatted. That's the feeling I was getting. That's what I was hearing in the spiritual realm, in my spirit. So I just put it together. I followed the blueprint as I was listening to it and put it together, and it came out what I heard in my spirit and in my head. And so I don't think I have too many beats that sound the same. All of them are different because they're all derived from different emotions, different situations I've been through as a single parent, going through pain, fighting these different battles that I had to fight to get to where I'm at now. But I like the fact that he allowed me to take my time and learn. Even though I wasn't taught by anybody in the industry or another engineer, anybody like that, because when I was coming up, none of my other friends was really into music like that. And so, in order for me to go forward, I knew I had to study. So I started researching what I needed to study. And then when I went to Full Sail, I might not have been able to graduate due to financial situations that cropped up at the time. But the education and the book knowledge I got from Full Sail is what's enabling me to get out here and push and do what I'm doing through the record label and learn all the things I need to be successful at running this independent record label. And my advisor told me, she said my final essay would have been to write one about either a job I want to join, a business I want to join, or one I want to start myself. So when I presented to her Warfare and why I signed up for Full Sail, because I told her I got the years of experience because I shut myself in my basement and learned how to do all this stuff. I need the book knowledge so I know how to express what I'm saying, express what I'm doing. And when I'm in meetings with people, they're not talking over my head. I can speak the same language. So that was the benefit from Full Sail. And yes, I do plan on going back getting my degree. I'm not sure when, but yes, I do want to go back and get my degree from Full Sail. But she told me my final assignment's already done. All I have to do is write an essay about warfare. And my final assignment is complete. And so I appreciate God for letting me get in and learning what I learned. And what really motivated me to do that is I was young. I was the baby of the group. And me, my big brothers, and my cousin went to Chicago because we were doing shows at the Wagon Wheel. And the owner of the Wagon Wheel came on as our manager. And he took us to Chicago to meet Ramsey Lewis. We in Ramsey Lewis' studio. He like, I want to hear something, I want to see something. So we got to going through the spiel, and by everything done, he called me up to his desk and he said, "Young man, I'll tell you something. You might not understand it right now." And I kind of gave him this look like, I hope it ain't nothing bad. He said, "Nah, you're a walking millionaire and don't even know it." And I was like, "What you mean by that?" He said, "Everything you want me to do for you through my label, you already doing by yourself. The package that you brought me is so polished, you would have thought you had backing from a record label." He said, "So I'm just letting you know you really don't need me, but I do want to work with you because you're a walking millionaire. You're just not confident in what you're able to do yet. You ain't came into yourself." And for years I thought about that. I said, why go broke making somebody else rich for something I love to do when it's already in me? All I got to do is exercise it and work my faith. And that's what I've been doing over the last 30 years. And now I'm at a point where I'm very confident in what I'm able to do. Not confidence as far as cocky in myself, but I'm confident in what God put in me as a gift. And I know it's getting ready to bear fruit because he said your gift will make room for you and bring you in front of great men. And he's starting to do that, but I gotta get past this being locked in a cocoon for so long. And like my daughter and my son said, you need to expose yourself and get out there, bro. You need to start posting. People need to see what you're able to do because you make something from nothing and you make it sound good. And then my son turned around and said, the type of music you make, they just now starting to make. So you was ahead of your time. It wasn't for you to do it then, it's for you to do it now. So now I'm on a mission to make that come to pass. Thank you, son. Thank you, daughter. Thank you for all my friends that stuck with me and stood by me through everything that I've been through. But I'm about to play it for you, bro. So, bro wants to hear the song Hide Me from my album, Outbreak. My freshman album that I made when I was in Richmond called Outbreak. A lot of people in Indianapolis didn't get to hear it because I didn't get to get it up here. Those that were around me when we were at the spot ministering in different places, I made my own CDs. And so I was giving out CDs, selling CDs, just passing them out. So a lot of people in Indianapolis never got to hear my freshman album. And what I'm doing with this Death of a Gangster, Birth of a King series, excuse me. A lot of the old stuff that nobody's ever heard, I'm bringing back, but I'm remixing, remastering. Some of them I'm putting different beats on to bring a different vibe to it the way I heard it and received it when we were in Richmond. So now I get to do it because I got the right software, I got the right sounds, I can make everything the way I need to, the way I heard it when I was in Richmond and God was giving it to me. So now volume 1's done, I'm working on volume 2, and volume 3 is going to be called Cross Train because he trained me in the streets. And what I mean by he trained me in the streets, there was no fear of man, too much of anything. I went out there, I put my big boy pants on, and I did what I did, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, his heart was still in me, his love was still in me. His words of motivation were still coming out of me even though I was in the streets, and so many of my friends would look at me and be like, man, why you out here with us? You need to be in somebody's pulpit. You need to be ministering somewhere. And it got to, what really made me get into it and start the label, I was in CCA, and I will never forget, he's a bishop now. But Bishop Paul Otis, he goes by Smooth C. He came while I was in there and they ministered. And I'm sitting there and I heard the Holy Ghost tell me, see, that's what I wanted you to do, but you took it to the streets. This is what I desire for you to do. And since that day, that's what I've been on. And that's what I've been trying to pursue. And it's starting to come to pass. It took a few years to get it developed and get it the way I want foundation-wise, but it's here now, and I bless God for that. But let me stop rambling and play this song for bro, because he asked me, and I don't want to keep forgetting. So give me a second while I pull that up. Chat with me, chop it up with me. But I'm going to play that for bro real quick. Hopefully it'll come through here. It should. I don't see why it should. I hope I didn't take it off. Because I got a lot of stuff on SoundCloud. Please tell me I didn't take that off. Bear with me for a minute. I'm trying to find it. Let me go to this one. I think it's in here. But like I said, I bless God because my production has elevated so much over the years from when I first started. And I think I took it off, bro, because I'm not seeing it in my list. I had it online, but I'm not seeing it. But I'm definitely, message me your email. And I find it, I'll definitely email it to you because right now I'm not sure where it is because it's not pulling up in the list of my songs. There we go. Never mind. Here we go, bro. This is for you. This is for you, bro. I'm gonna take you down memory lane. Is it not gonna play?
Wherefore, if ye be dead with Christ from the rudiments of the world, why, as though living in the world, are ye subject to ordinances? If ye then be risen with Christ, seek those things which are above, where Christ sitteth on the right hand of God. Set your affections on things above, not on the things of the earth.
I was using Fruity Loops and Reason when I made this beat.
Do it all unto the
now I use
the Lord
Studio
Jesus,
17.
giving thanks to God.
And I've been using Studio 1 since version 1, so I've been using that for a few years now.
And your life is hid with Christ in God.
Lord, hide me in that secret place where all my doubts and fears have been erased. Lord, hide me in that secret place where all my doubts and fears have been erased. Trials have come to overflow me, but Lord, I put my trust in
Nah, JP, I didn't get to tell you. Remember when I was getting rushed to the hospital when I found out I had pancreatitis? My MacBook came up missing. So everything I'm doing now, besides the songs I found, I have to start over from scratch. I don't have access to none of that stuff no more, man. That's all right. We gonna get it popping off and get it out right.
And when the floods are rising all around, you're my shelter from the rain.
I appreciate all my friends and family on here that support me. I really do.
That I would abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Lord, hide me in that secret place where all my doubts and fears have been.
Hey Phil, I think I'm gonna redo this, create another beat for this. I might put it on one of the Death of a Gangster, Birth of a King series. I'm not sure which one. It might go in volume 2. If I can get the right beat. And again, I might put it just like this.
When pressure seems to weigh me down and brings its heavy burdens, I call on the help of Jesus.
Okay, JP, we'll just make something new then. Something 2006 edition.
The author and finisher of my faith. I know him as El Shaddai when I'm ready to give up and walk away. He becomes my strength to fight. He leads me to the quiet stream. Then he tells me to embrace his rest. Now I'm in the presence of.
Yeah, you always did like that song, Phil.
My head up on his chest when he prays.
You are always one of my biggest supporters, and I really appreciate you for that, man. I really do.
I've got sweet victory, Lord, when you hide me, Lord, hide me in that secret place, where all my doubts and fears have been erased. Lord, hide me in that secret place, where all my doubts and fears have been erased.
I got you, bro. I'll send it to you after I get off the live. Hey, message me your email address. Like I said, I lost everything, man. I'm trying to build everything back up. All my contacts, all my emails, beats, songs. I lost everything when that Mac came up missing, man. And that was like my life's work was on there from 2008 up till 2022. Was all on that laptop. And so, like I said, I got to start everything over again. Okay, I got you, bro. I got you. But yeah, I'm starting everything all over again. But it's a fresher sound to me because now that I really know what I'm doing, I can create the sound that I hear in my head. Where before I was struggling because I was still learning the process of separating mixing as a DJ to mixing as a producer or engineer. But now that I've had the years of experience of doing it, I'm confident in what I'm able to do. And it's like I'm always telling people when I hear their voice, oh, you should come to the studio and let me work with your voice. You're like, what you mean? The sound of your voice, I know what I can do to your voice on a track. And they look at me like, yeah, whatever. But then when I let them hear some of my material, they like, who mixed and mastered that? Me. It was like, oh, okay, so you really do this. Yeah, I do this for real, bro. This ain't no play. And what I do it on is not the fanciest equipment. It's not the most expensive equipment, but I know how to use what I have. And even though I don't have a lot of outboard gear, all of my stuff is in the box. But I took the time to learn how to use everything. So in them years when I was training, I learned by turning knobs. Okay, that knob does that. When I push that, it does that. When I do this, it does that. If I turn that too low, it's going to clip like this. If I turn it too high, it's going to sound distorted. So through the years of me learning my gift, I've learned how to bring everything together in a smooth way to where it sounds cohesive and it sounds like a song. And so now I'm just ready to network with those that are really trying to do this thing on a positive note and get out here and change lives, man, change the world at the same time, bring some positivity back to the table instead of all this negativity, this preying on people, mistreating people, hurting people, man, I'm tired of it. And we have the ability to do something different. We have the ability to bring change. Christ gave it to us when he left. So what are we doing? We ain't being about our Father's business, but it's time to. And when I say that, you ain't got to be out here holier than thou, but you got to understand how to walk in love, how to walk in peace, even when you've been damaged. And that's one of the things he's taught me over these last 7 years, how to still walk in love and walk in peace, even though I was damaged to the point I didn't think I was coming back. My kids didn't think I was bouncing back from that, but God, who was rich in mercy, raised me back up. And because he raised me back up, my treasure's in him, and I do this for him. I love music. I've always loved music, but I do it for him. That's why I do it. I don't do it for the fortune and fame of you to call my name. If you never once called my name, but you hollered out Jesus, if you worship and holler he's holy, I'm satisfied because that's the whole point behind it. But I know he has more in store, bigger platforms, greater opportunities for me to be a representative, and I'm lining myself up so I can be a part of that. I'm taking the rest I need when I need to, so my health is cool, and I'm not up staggering around trying to do stuff in pain, and you know I'm in pain, and I'm still trying to do it, and it doesn't make me look strong. Like I said, my strength is not outwardly. My strength is spiritually. My strength comes from Christ. So even though on the outside I might not look strong, you have no idea how strong I really am because of him. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay, let's see. Next up, I just played Hide Me. This is another beat from back then in that era. It's called Going, Going, Gone. Now, for those of you that have heard my song Love Letter, this is the original beat that I had to that song, but I thought I lost it. But I happened to find a flash drive with a whole bunch of instrumentals on it from back then, and that's how I got access to these beats. So I don't have the stems to go back and remix them if I wanted to. But if I put a little EQ on there just to polish things up a little bit, I think they'll be all right. I think they'll sound good. But this is another one here. It's called Going, Going, Gone. You might remember this one, Phil. People ask me what genre I do. I created my own. It's called Holy Hop. HOLY-HOP, Holy Hop. So if people ask the genre, my genre is Holy Hop because I'm taking everything I hear from jazz to blues to rock to hip hop, and I'm mashing it all together to create a sound. So it's called Holy Hop. I haven't talked to Peanut in a while. Ever since I've been where I'm staying at and just kind of lay low, I ain't really talked to a lot of people. Every now and then they'll text or hit me up and ask me how I'm doing. But for the most part, man, I go to work and I come home. I sit here in the lab, I go to church, I go around my kids and my grandkids, spend time with my family, but I don't really be out too much because I'm not comfortable yet. Because since my back is still messed up like that and I struggle to move quickly or move certain times depending on where the pain's at, I don't really go out much because like I was telling, I forgot who I was talking to. I said one of the reasons is because I can't move. If I'm out somewhere and somebody gets a busing, I'm gonna have to take that L. I can't duck down fast, I can't run, I can't get out the way quick enough to dodge the bullets. So if there's some drama going on, I'm cool, so I choose not to go out, I stay home. But lately, my kids and other people in the Lord has been telling me you need to stop hiding. You need to come out. You need to reveal what's been going on. And not in a negative way, but to show the positivity of this journey that I've been on these last 7 years. And so today is the first attempt to start that. I'm not sure when I'm going to go live again, but I'm trying to do it more often, more consistently. That way you have material to refer back to, because it might be something I said that I wasn't aware I said that was a blessing to you. And so I can't keep all these nuggets and these jewels to myself no more. I got to spread them out. But they have to be spread out to the right people, because if you're not going to take seriously what the Lord is speaking through me, then what's the point of me speaking? It's not affecting you. It's not touching you. So with that being said, I still have to be obedient. And so this is my first step. So like he told me a few years ago, if you take the first step, I'll fill in the blanks. He's filling in the blanks because I'm taking that step and aligning myself with his purpose. And I see great things in the horizon. And my face is in here. What you mean? Oh, never mind. Never mind. I'm gonna start coming out, family. I'm gonna start coming out. It's just like I said, in the situation I was in, I was constantly in pain, so I was always uncomfortable. I wasn't mean with it or angry with it, but I was always so uncomfortable, I just didn't want to be around nobody. And it wasn't because of something somebody did or said to me. It was just fighting that type of pain that never stops. And people don't understand because they still want you to be you. They still want you to move like you normally move. They still want you to do the things you used to do, and they didn't understand I can't do that right now. I'm limited in my emotions. Because if not, I'm gonna be on the floor and not be able to get back up, or I'm gonna end up back in the hospital. And it wasn't worth the risk, so I took the time to withdraw myself and let God enclose me and heal me and build me back up. Now I'm ready to step out. Now I'm ready to step out, so y'all gonna start seeing more. Y'all gonna start hearing more. And hopefully you'll stick with me through this journey. Hopefully I'm not boring you. But yeah, that one was called Going, Going, Gone. This is another old beat from back then. It's called Holy Fire. I did have a song to it, but I found a beat that worked better for the song. But this is the beat that I had at first. We got hot things over here, hot things over here, hot things over here, bringing you the gospel while we bouncing through your hood. Hot things over here, hot things over here, hot things over here, bringing you the gospel while we bouncing through your hood. And that's the chorus that I had to it, the original song. Like I said, I've changed up some stuff. I got something that I can hear on that, but it is available. If somebody likes the swag of the beat and wants it, just holler at me. We'll work out a reasonable price. Everything is coming through my phone today. Oh, that would have been a nice little sound effect in there because of the reverb on the bell. You know anybody looking for a team to network with that's on that positivity? Swing on my way or introduce me to them. Let's start building this thing, man, because it's bigger than me. And I could do it by myself, but I don't want to. There's no fun. There's no inspiration. I can't grab ideas off of people, but you got to be in the right mindset and you got to be in alignment with the will of God, or else it's not going to work. I found that out the hard way. I tried to do it before and God shut everything down. And so I had to shut it down and give it to him for him to clean it. And then he gave it back to me. He gave it back to me probably last year. And said, now you can go forth with it because I've cleaned it. I've sanctified it. I've anointed, but keep it clean. Don't let it get dirty again. And I made him a vow. I ain't going to let it get dirty again. I know what the purpose of it is now. I can see clearly. And so, you know what I'm saying? If you're in the right alignment and this is something that you feel God telling you to do, holla at me, man. We can make it possible. We can make it possible because, again, like I said, I could do it by myself. I've been doing it, but I don't want to. It's not fun. Okay? And that was Holy Fire. Let's see. Okay, next beat, and then I'm gonna play a song. Y'all remember that song by I can't even remember the artist now. But he had that song, I want to get away, I want to get away. A friend of mine asked me to redo that track for him. And I don't know if he ever did anything with it, but I did this on an iPad, and this is my version of the song Fly Away. Thank you for the roses. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the love. Again, I made this on an iPad. just a little something different, but it let me know I can do different. And I be trying to make trap beats. I haven't been able to make a trap beat in almost 8 years. No, I take that back in about 10 years. Because every time I try to go to make a trap beat, it comes out some type of smooth hip-hop R&B mix that just bangs. And so, okay, since I know trap beats, because I'm the type, I can't keep it simple. I be hearing all kind of different stuff to put in there to fill it in. And then by the time I get done, it's no longer a trap beat. And so I can make them, but that's not my forte. My forte is beats like this. Let me find it. Matter of fact, I'll just play the song. But that's my remake of Getaway. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I apologize. All right, my latest material that I've been working on. See, this is I'll play this one first. This is Fresh Wind. Waiting to link up with my brother so he can put his verse on there and we can get this song completed. But this is what I got so far. It's called Fresh Wind.
The stress of life got me weary and sin is at me again. So come and breathe on me, Lord. I'm in need of your fresh wind. Fresh wind, fresh wind. I'm in need of
I didn't know he was in Atlanta. Wow.
Breathe on me, Lord. I'm in need of your fresh wind.
That's why I ain't heard
got
from
me
him.
weary and sin is at me again. So come and breathe on me, Lord. I'm in need of your fresh wind. Fresh wind, fresh wind. I'm in need of your fresh wind. Come and breathe on me, Lord. I'm in need of your fresh wind. Just like on Pentecost, every heartbeat was in place. Suddenly there was a sound that brought a spiritual awakening. Lord, that's what I need. Your spirit to come, breathe and endow me with the strength to continue to serve thee. I'm searching and seeing deeper ministry in these streets, which is dirty. That's why I'm rolling up my sleeves. You told me to get mine in the midst of this crunch time, so there's no carnal antidote for the spiritual front. Line of fatigue's taking its toll, and hell's hitting like Rocky. I'm more developed than the garbage. The enemies trying to copy the face with that which you said wasn't an option. You sent my orders from the chief to go deliver his promise.
Somebody sent me something, but I didn't catch it.
My flesh is starting to pain. It's only because of you that I'm fighting these proceeds. To be truthful with this has become appealing to me, but I'm not trying to go backwards, so I need you, Lord, to breathe. Stress of life got me weary and sin is at me again, so come and breathe on me, Lord. I'm in need of your fresh wind. Fresh wind, fresh wind. I'm in need of your fresh wind. Come and breathe on me, Lord. I'm in need of your fresh wind. Stress of life got me weary and sin is at me again, so come and breathe on me, Lord. I'm in need of your fresh wind. Fresh wind. I'm in need of your fresh wind. Come and breathe on me, Lord. I'm in need of your fresh wind.
So, I'll go ahead
Y'all
and
gonna
get
smell
that
me on this one. For sure.
called Sunshine.
Yeah. Check it. What up, Kai? What up, Kai?
Come and baby, let me dry those eyes. I know the road's been hard, but I can see the sunshine. We're being blessed for every tear that we cry, so let me dry those eyes, cause I can see the sunshine. Come and baby, let me dry those eyes. I know the road's been hard, but I can see the sunshine. We're being blessed for every tear that we cry, so let me dry those eyes, cause I can see the sunshine.
Never meant for it to be like this. Never meant for you to hurt. I miss what you did for me. So I've been on my knees praying in the midst, cause at the end of this tale there's a twist. Weaving through the mud, taking loss after loss. Walked away from times that I should have went boss, but because I know all that they had was me, that's when the OG took the front seat. I let the gangster go and switched to father mode, because my chickies needed a safe place to grow. Even with the change, we still faced homelessness. Gained a little bit and then it disappeared again. I took my stance to shield the pain when it came for us. Yeah, it must not have known what kind of pops I was. Even without, we still stood 10 toes, anchored in Christ, so it didn't matter how the wind blows.
Come and baby, let me dry those eyes. I know the road's been hard, but I can see the sunshine. We're being blessed for every tear that we cry, so let me dry those eyes, cause I can see the sunshine. Come and baby, let me dry those eyes. I know the road's been hard, but I can see the sunshine. We're being blessed for every tear that we cry, so let me dry those eyes, cause I can see the sunshine.
We didn't have much, but never got to fussing, cause your grandma taught me make something out of nothing. Always seek peace to overtake the repercussions. You ain't learned yet, I'm about to teach you something. We were treated wrong, so we kept it pushing. I shut the world out and straight got to cooking. As the fire burned, I started making hits, calculating ways to help my chickies benefit. This ain't enough feed
need, so it's back to the hustle. How you think I learned that it's the heat that makes the mud bubble? So I embraced it and took a stand in 8 count. Got my strength renewed and then I knocked the issues out. Stood to my feet, my chickies in my arm. I feel a hint of heat, the end of the storm. Hold on a little longer, we headed for the prize. I got some hope for you, I see the sunshine. Come here, baby, let me dry those eyes. I know that was Sunshine, but I can see the sunshine. That song right there was to my kids. Because of everything we went through, and from a single father perspective, that was a message to my kids to not give up hope. Everything gonna be all right. God got us. And I appreciate Legion for that beat. He blessed me with that beat. And here's another one on a beat that he blessed me with. It's called If I Had Wings. And this song right here was created after my grandparents passed away, because I'll never forget when my grandmother told me the night she passed. It was the last time she got, no, it wasn't the night she passed. It was right before she got to the point she couldn't get out of bed no more. She was standing in my doorway when I was walking on Outbreak. And I felt her presence, so I turned around and she was doing like this little dip stance in the doorway. And she said, baby, I like what I hear, but don't forget who you do this for and what he charged you to do with it. After that night, she wasn't able to get up out the bed no more. And then not too long after that, she was gone. And then my grandfather was in the hospital and they had an oxygen mask around his face. And I sat there and watched my grandfather suffocate. We had just had a conversation because we had words. He was mad at me about something and he really didn't know the bigger picture behind what he was mad at me about. So while we was in the hospital, me and him were talking and he apologized. He said, I didn't realize your situation. And now I know what you're going through. I just want to tell you I'm sorry. And he looked at me with tears in his eyes and said, grandson, I don't want to be here no more. I'm ready to go. It ain't the same without her. Not even 5 minutes, they calling the nurse in there because he's suffocating. And I sat there and watched my grandfather suffocate with an oxygen mask on his face. All I could do was walk out in the hallway. I wanted to cry. Everybody kept asking me, was I okay? I wanted to cry. But back to what I was talking about, I remember what my grandmother told me when she was standing in my doorway. She said, baby, when I go, family gonna hurt. They ain't gonna know how to handle it. I need you to be strong. I need you to be strong for the rest of the family and stand 10 toes. And so I never got to grieve my grandparents the way I wanted it to, because I had to hide my tears, hide my feelings in front of my family. They knew I was hurting because I got real quiet. But at the same time, I honored my grandmother's wishes and I had to stand strong and be support for the rest of my family. So I never got to really grieve her and my grandfather when they passed. And so because of that, Legion sent me this beat and was like, I want to see what you do with it. And that's when every emotion about my grandparents came up. And that's when this song was created. And it's called If I Had Wings. So to anyone you've lost out there, whether it's grandparents, parents, children, cousins, good friends, this is that type of song. And it's an inspirational song. Keep them in your memories. Keep the love they showed and the compassion they showed in your heart to keep their memory going. So this is one of those type of songs. And again, it's called If I Had Wings. I didn't create this beat or the Sunshine beat. Legion did for me. But when he heard it, he was like, yeah, I like that. It's different. So this is called If I Had Wings. I'm telling you, if I had wings, I would fly my way to you. Fly my way. Life ain't ever been the same since the day of your departure. I still can't believe you're gone, and the hurt's becoming stronger. I always knew that you would have to leave, so I showered you with flowers. It hurt so much I couldn't even cry, even in your final hours. Staring at your picture daily, reminiscing about the times we shared. I tell you now, if I had wings, I would surely meet you wherever heaven has you hidden, just so I could hold your hand. Tell you how much I really miss you, and to hear your voice again. Your grandbaby's doing well, but it's hard as a single father. I'm trying to walk that narrow path, but hell's elements are hitting harder. What I wouldn't give just to hear your words of wisdom. I'm trying to hold it all together, but some ingredients are missing, like treated by your smile. Cause I made it through another night. Even when I was at fault, you always helped me see the right path that I should take. Too beautiful. So that I could walk in peace. You love me unconditional, even though I ran these nappy streets. I'm telling you, if I had wings, I would fly my way
telling you, if I had wings, I would fly my way to you. Fly my way. I'm telling you, if I had wings, I would fly my way to you. Fly my way. I'm telling you, if I had wings, I would fly my way to you. Fly my way.
And then this one here is, I'm gonna play two of the songs coming off the new album. This one's called It's Not. Those of you that heard Outbreak remember the original. This is the 2025 version of It's Not with a different beat. My mom likes this one and my sister.
It's not about me, because my real destiny's to worship you as you draw me closer. It's not about me, because my real destiny's to worship you as you draw me closer. He's Jehovah Jireh, my sole provider of everything I'll ever need for life survival. You see, without the Lord, I would be lost. And I'm also glad that He paid the cost to redeem me from the sting of death, and to place my head in the Father's chest. For that I owe Him all of my gratitude, and Lord, I willingly give my life back to you. I can never repay you, but to show I'm grateful, I live a lifestyle that shows the world you're able to give us life. Through your shed blood, victory is ours. Through you we overcome. For you I forsake all and turn my back to sin. I need you to purge me, Lord, and make me whole again. When I was unstable, you remain true. Come and consume me, Jesus, till all they see is you. It's not about me, because my real destiny's to worship you as you draw me closer. It's not about me, because my real destiny's to worship you as you draw me closer. He's Jehovah Nissi, my Prince of Peace. He's the sustainer of my faith when doubt is surrounding me. He holds me in His arms and tells me to be strong. It's just a test to bring perfection, it won't last that long. I feel His gentle touch wipe away my tears and extend joy for all the pain I had down through the years. I am so amazed by His loving grace. All I can do is bow before Him, there's no words to say. He takes me by the hand, then whispers, walk with me. I get so caught up in His glory, none of me can be seen. Then when I'm all filled up, He tells me go release my fellow brethren from the grip of their deadly disease. I asked Him, how should I go about this task? He said, faithfully see my face and I'll direct your path. Tell this dying world that's rejecting me that I came, died, and rose so they can reign with me. It's not about me, because my real destiny's to worship you as you draw me closer. not about me, because my real destiny is to worship you. As you draw me in closer, it's not about me, because my real destiny is to worship you. As you draw me in closer, it's not about me, because my real destiny is to worship you. As you draw me in closer.
Again, that one's called It's Not 2025. This one's called Die and Ride. I'm waiting on the individual to bring the second verse to this. And this will probably be the last one I play today because I got to take care of some things before work tomorrow. But like I said, I wanted to get on here and get started the way I can be motivated to get back into it like I was, because I did lose my motivation. When I went through what I went through, I lost a lot of motivation. But through the years of healing, isolation, and everything I went through, God is starting to stir up my motivation, stir up the gift that's in me. And now it's time to be about my Father's business. So ain't no stopping now. So jump on the train and take the ride on this journey with me. I guarantee you, you won't regret it, because I've learned it's not about the destination. It's about the journey and what you learn, what you perceive, and how you grow through that journey. And boy, it's beneficial, very beneficial. Trust me. Where I was compared to where I am now, I just bless God because I know I didn't do what He did. All glory goes to Him. But this one is called Die and Ride. I don't know if I played this one already, but I don't think I did. I don't think I played this one. Or maybe I did. I think that was the first one I played, so I'm not going to play that again. What else did I want to play? I'm about to go back to the beats. I'm going to play one more beat before I get up out of here. I just got to find out which one I want to play. This one is another one that I made in Richmond. And like I said, I'm going to keep doing this to get y'all familiar with the sound, get y'all familiar with what I'm doing, so that way when you hear it, you know without a shadow of a doubt, oh, that's Warfare material. That's a C minor song. That's an EDAP Productions beat. I'm trying to make everything a household name, like a lot of these celebrities and stars out here. And like I said, not for the fame of me, but all to the glory of God. But this one's called, which one do I want to play? Got a couple of them I want to play. No, I know which one I want to play. I'm sorry. Gotta find it. Give me a minute. This song right here that I want to do off of the beat is called Eyes for You. And the concept of the song, and it could be used, there's many applications to get to a point, but there's really one interpretation. And when I say I only got eyes for you, I only got eyes for God. You know what I'm saying? That's the love of my life. So no matter what I'm doing in this world, you ain't got to worry about me cheating on you. I only got eyes for you. And so husbands and wives can take that and apply it to their relationships. You know what I'm saying? Different things like that. But the whole concept is I don't have eyes for nobody else. So whatever I'm doing, you ain't got to worry about me being unfaithful, because my eyes and my heart's locked on you. And that was the concept behind this beat. everybody. I appreciate y'all. I got to get this done. Well, I got the opportunity to, before it get too late not forget. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you for the roses. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for staying with me and being in this live with me. Let the worst of your days be the best that Christ has to offer. In Jesus' name.
It's 9 degrees. You know, like 9 degrees outside.
No, I don't. Hope that wasn't in there. That hurt. Oh, my stomach.